gonna pull up my stream on my phone real quick here, just to make sure that my sound is working and everything. There we go. Okay, stream's looking good. Okay, all right, looks good. So, I'm going to be getting ready for a concert today. So, hopefully, you guys can see me. I've already curled my hair, so we are already jamming on that part. So, I just need to do my makeup. I guess I should have fixed that later. And I'm just trying to make sure you guys can see me with the little like border I have on and stuff. So, the concert fit. So, I'm going to start getting ready. So I'm going to put a little bit of my primer on. This is the Hourglass Veil primer. So it normally pumps out of this bottle, but I have like used it down till the end. So I am now just putting it on a beauty blender essentially. All right. I'm going to just put this all over my face here. I'm a little bit further away from my mirror, so hopefully this comes out okay because I can't see exactly what I'm doing, but I just need my makeup to last for a couple of hours here. All right, face has been primed. And now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I'm gonna get my beauty blender wet here a little bit. And I'm gonna go in with my You Almost Say What foundation. Just gonna do a couple of pumps of this. Just place it on my face. Just start patting this in. Maybe we should put on a little more fake tanner before this, but that's all right. I'm just gonna go as is. I'm actually a little bit worried it's gonna rain tonight at this concert. Because it's actually like, I don't know, the clouds are quite dark out right now. And I checked the weather this morning. It said there was like a very small chance of rain. It said it was like 7% chance of rain. So hopefully that hasn't changed, but who knows? Because last night I went out to dinner and I was like, wow, it looks like it's gonna rain out here. And then it did end up raining later on. So you just never know about June weather, I guess. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't rain on me out there because this is like one of those outdoor concert venues. So I am going to be just out in the elements getting rained on, I guess, if it does rain. I am gonna bring a jacket with me, but now I'm like, do I need to bring an umbrella? Like, should I bring a hat? Like, should I bring a jacket with a hood? So we'll see, but hopefully I can at least get some good makeup on my face here. And then if it comes off in the rain, it comes off in the rain. Should have bring my foundation down towards my neck a little bit as well. Just so it all is nice and blended. Now I'm going to start going in with all of my powders. So I'm first going to go in with my Laura Mercier loose powder here. Get some of this out. And then just put this all over my face. I'm trying to watch my own stream on my phone, but it is I don't know. Hopefully it's okay for all of you, but it is just being very weird on my phone for me. Just put a little bit more of this powder on. I guess I'm gonna go in with a little bit more powder than I go in with like on a daily basis, just because I do want to keep this on, especially if it rains. I mean, if it rains, I think there's really nothing I can do, but just try to get all this to stay down as best as possible. And I'll show you guys the finished look in a little bit of better lighting as well, because the lighting in here is a little bit weird because the lights are coming down like right onto my iPad, so it's not like super flattering. All right, just set a little bit of that foundation that I put on my neck. I'm also going to go in with my L'Oreal Infallible powder here. This could be used by itself. I've used it by itself before, but I just use it as a little bit of extra coverage. I also like it because it's a Laura Mercier powder. Made me like a little bit too like pale, and this will re-tan me back up. Just trying to make sure everything matches here. But I did my hair before this, so it's nice and curled. Like, well, it's like lightly curled now. It was more curled when I did it several hours ago, but my hair does not like being curled, so it has not stayed that well. Now I'm going to go in with my bronzer. I'm going to go in with my Physicians Formula Matte Minoy Bronzer. This one smells like, I don't know what, I think it smells like chocolate, but I have no idea what it's supposed to smell like. It's supposed to smell like Hawaii? I don't know. But I'm just putting this on my face with a nice fluffy brush just so that I get a nice look here. So put some on my forehead, even though I don't have really a big forehead, just kind of give it a little bit of shadow. I do have longer earrings on, so I keep like bumping into these as I'm doing this. Just make sure my cheeks are nice and bronzed, that my face has a little bit more dimension to it, and making sure it's nicely blended. I don't want it to be patchy. All right, I'm gonna go in with my little NARS blush and just kind of pinken up the face a little bit here. Just smile a little bit just so I can see where my cheekbones are at. Because I feel like I don't have very defined cheekbones, so gotta add those in, and just blending this back towards my hairline. Just blending that back. So we got a nice little pink natural glow going here. This is actually like a pretty sparkly blush, and I don't know how I feel about that, but it's the only one I have for now, so we're going with it. I'm gonna go in with my Ofra highlighter and just make myself nice and glowy for this evening. I did use a pretty like harsh, I guess, like skincare product on my skin last night, so my skin's like a little bit red from it. At least it was earlier today, so gotta make sure all that's covered up. A little bit of nose highlight. I love a little nose highlight. I can make it show up on my nose. I did wash all my brushes the other day, so I feel like sometimes I do have to go in and pick up a little bit more product with the brush just because it's not like super built up like on the brush, but nice little glow here. I'm going to start in on my eyes. I think I am going to do false lashes. I'm not going to do too much with my lashes. Just make sure I have all my stuff out here. Ready to go. All right. Got everything. I wonder if I could move you all to a more flattering angle, just like light-wise for me. Let's just try this. I feel like then you can maybe see me in like a little bit more like flattering natural light. Okay, that's not bad. And then I can look next to me for my mirror. So I feel like now the lighting's not like as harsh, it's not overhead, and you can kind of see the makeup a little bit better, see that it looks a little bit more natural and things as well. So all good things. So I'm going to go in and start doing my eyeshadow. I'm going to go with the KVD Shake Eyeshadow Primer. Make sure I'm priming my lids here. And I think I'm going to keep it relatively basic. The dress I'm wearing has like flowers all over it, so I don't want to do anything too busy and too distracting. I'm going to try to find my more reddish lipstick, hopefully. But I honestly don't know where it is, so TBD. I am going to put on my lipstick primer now, though, just so my lips are ready to go when it is lipstick o'clock. This is the MAC Prep and Prime. Just helps, it's basically just like a chapstick, but it's supposed to help so that whenever you're like eating or drinking something in lipstick, it doesn't like leave just the color on like the edge of your lips. So I honestly like forget to look and like check if their claim is accurate, but that is what they claim. So I'm gonna go in with my Tartelette Toasted palette, just as my biggest shadow palette. We're gonna keep it pretty basic today. I'm gonna try to wipe off my brushes a little bit because I was going with like pinks and purples yesterday, but I'm gonna go in. Guess I'll go in with Latte down here. Just started out pretty natural, just so that I can always add more like fun, funky colors later, but just started out basic. I'm just putting the color like on the edge of my eyelid and then just sweeping it over to the rest of the lid here. Just trying to build that base here. Put a little bit more on the edge, but trying to keep this like relatively low key, relatively natural. Started on this eye here. Start sweeping that color over my lid. All right. That looks not bad. I'm trying to look in the mirror. I'm trying to look in this little mirror. I'm like, let me look in the larger mirror that's now to my side. This gives like such good color payoff, I feel like. The colors are just super pigmented. So it looks good. I'm going to go in and do a little bit of brow color here with S'more, just so that a little bit softer up towards my eyebrows, which I still need to do. But I don't know. I do my makeup in kind of like a funky, like different order, I feel like, than like what most people do. But just try to blend my color back up a little bit here, just so it's not too white. Just blend all of that. Looks pretty good for a base. I'm also going to go in with my little tiny brush and I'm going to put this same color under my lash line. I honestly feel like I kind of need a nap right now. Like I feel like I need like a little pregame nap, but it's too late. My concert starts at 6, and so I need to leave here by like 5 in the next half hour. So, unless I should have napped before I did my makeup if I was going to do it, but that's okay. I'm going by myself to this concert, so I'm my own DD, so I'm not gonna like drink too much. I do have to get myself there and back. Because no one I know wanted to go to a concert on a Sunday night. all right, got that base color done. I'm now gonna go in and do, I guess we'll go in with Cozy over here and do, maybe I'll mix Cozy. I'll mix Cozy. I'll mix it with Warmth. I'm just worried that's gonna be too dark. All right, we're gonna do a little mix of those two. I'm just gonna start doing a little bit of my, like V of my eye here with it. Just give my eye that dimension. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Drag a little bit of this underneath my eye as well. All right, looks pretty good. I'm gonna go in again with Cozy. Put that all over my brush. Tap off the excess. And go in with Warmth. Tap off the excess, and then just I'm gonna put this color mostly in my like outer V of my eye here. I feel like I need to go back in with my first shade and just kind of touch it up a little bit here. It's looking a little bit different between each eye. Because I've put too much of this color on. Try to drag that under my eye as well. I think I'm gonna go in with like the first big brush that I used. I'm gonna go in with Cashmere here actually, and just kind of blend these two colors out a little bit better. I don't normally use this many eyeshadows. I normally just put on my three and I call it a day, but I think this needs a little something extra. I need this color back in here. It's like a neutral, like color in between, like the intensity here. So that looks not bad. I am gonna put lashes over this, so honestly, like it's not the end of the world if it doesn't look perfect, but I do want to sharpen that up a little bit in the corner. And then I'm gonna go in with a little shimmer shade here. So I'm gonna go in with Candle here. Just start pushing this color all over my lid and the inner corner a bit here. Trying not to get too much of this on my face because I've already done my face because I don't know, that's just how I do my makeup. And on this eye, a little bit of that inner corner here. I'm the worst at doing the inner corner on this eye. Yeah, okay, that didn't look great, but that's okay. It'll come off because I feel like I like rub my eyes a fair amount too, which I shouldn't do. All right, looks not bad. Looks relatively similar. All right, I'm just gonna go in with the color that I did like my edge with and just kind of blend that into this shimmer so there's not like a weird transition between the shades. All right, that looks pretty decent. Now that I'm looking at it up close, it doesn't look pretty decent. It looks okay. Give it an okay. The color definitely looks more intense on one eye than the other. I don't know. Just go in and add a little bit more to this eye. It's the beauty. You can always add more color. All right, I think that's as good as it's gonna get tonight with the shadows. So I'm gonna call that good on shadows. And I'm gonna go in with my KVD tattoo liner and try to draw like a thin little line here. Although again, I'm gonna put like false lashes on, so I guess it doesn't matter if it's like a thicker line. All right, that's pretty good. Then I'm going to go in with my lash primer. I'm just going to do a little bit to my lashes just because, again, I'm going to put on the false ones, but do like a couple swipes of lash primer here. I kind of said I'm going to do a couple swipes, and I was just going in with it. And I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara just because I don't want to like chance it and have something weird happen. This Urban Decay Perversion Mascara is also, it's not like waterproof, but I've definitely, I don't know if I've like cried in it. I think I've cried like a little bit in it and it was okay. So I'm just putting this on my lashes. I'm just putting the brush at the base and then kind of wiggling up towards the top just because I don't know, it's the way I've always put on mascara. I think there's like different little tips and things now that have kind of changed that, but just put it on, I guess, like the old school way. I forgot to curl my lashes. Dang it. Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna go in and do my lower lash line. I'm looking over this way because my mirror is over this way. And like the way that I've set this up, I can't look in the mirror that's behind the camera, so that's a bummer. But just get my little lower lash line in there, and that's one eye. Makes a little difference. And I don't know, I got like some shadow fallout under my eye. All right. I'm gonna go in and do this eye here. I feel like I've actually done this rather quickly, so that's good. I don't feel like I'm on a time crunch. All right, not bad. And then I'm just gonna do my lower lash line. It just makes it easier so that my natural lashes blend in more to my false lashes when there's mascara on them. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm also gonna prep my eyelashes and just make sure there's not like any leftover glue on them. I think there is, because for some reason these eyelashes, I've had like a harder time finding them. Like, I don't know if there's some sort of like lash shortage, but I've had like a hard time finding my eyelashes. So just gotta peel the glue off the pair that I have and hope for the best. But hey, all these lashes are meant to be reused, so that's okay. I'm just going in and like peeling the glue off with tweezers here. But it works. I don't want to accidentally pull these apart because I feel like that's what's starting to happen here a little bit. Oh no, I pulled one of them out. Okay. It'll be all right. All right. I have deglued this one a bit. Went to my other lash. Just try to pull off some of the extra eyelash glue that's on these. So it has like a thinner line to stick to my eye here. So this gives my mascara some time to dry. So when I put the lashes on, it'll be all good. All right, I'm gonna pull too much off of this. But all right, now they're de-glued. I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows here. I feel like I've had a hard time doing my brows lately, but I can always clean them up with a Q-tip as needed. All right, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe pencil and just try to draw like an outline of my brows that I can then fill in with pomade. I'm gonna be looking a little bit more this way just so I can try to see what the heck I'm doing. I try to match like the natural like brows that are on my face, but I don't think that works out so good each time. And not that there's anything wrong with the little bit of eyebrow that I have. Like I do have some natural brow, but I just prefer to have, I don't know, like more eyebrow. I think it's just genetically I didn't get a lot of eyebrow, so we're here drawing them in. Because I know I feel like it's like the big trend now just to like go with your natural brows and just like put like a little bit of color in them, but I naturally don't have a lot of brow, so gotta do a little bit more here. I guess while we're waiting, I'll just tell you a little bit about my day. So, I guess the preschool I went to is shutting down. I still live in the same area that I grew up in, so like I'm like nearby like the preschool I used to go to. And so I guess like someone made like a cute little scrapbook of like all of us like when we were in preschool in like the early 2000s or whatever. And there's like one photo where it's like, "Oh, dress up with like what you want to be when you grow up." And I like dressed up as a teacher and I'm like, "Wow, look at me now. I am not doing anything remotely close to teaching." But that's okay. I guess I don't know how you would dress up as an analyst. And honestly, I think in the early 2000s, they probably didn't really have too much of that. So now we're here. But the kid next to me was like dressed as like in like Home Depot attire. So I don't know. Hopefully he's living his dreams and like works in construction or works for Home Depot. I don't know. That's really interesting as like a preschooler. You're like, I want to work for Home Depot. I don't know. It's like a pretty cool place. I personally have worked many, many years in retail and I do not want to go back. All right, so now I'm filling in my little brow outlines with the matching Morphe brow pomade. I do use like more of like a neutral brown instead of like a dark brown, even though my hair is naturally dark brown, just so that it's not too too intense with the brow pomade and things. Because the super heavy like Instagram brow thing that was in several years ago is like not as in anymore. So, all right, I actually did like a pretty decent job on these here. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, not bad. Pretty good. Not mad at it. All right. Then I think I just made them worse. I'm going to, I did, okay. Going to just feather out the front a little bit here, just so that it looks like a little bit lighter and it's not as heavy in the front of my brow. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, now I'm going to set my brows in place with a little bit of the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel, just so all this stays in place on my face. Listen, all my little brow hairs stay in place as well, so. All right, looks good. I'm just gonna wipe off the brush just so that this stays as clear brow gel. And I'm going to set my face with my Hourglass Veil setting spray here. And so I have a little bit more time, since it's the weekend, I'm going to use my little fan and just fan it so that it dries down and stays on a little bit better. I bought this fan on a trip to China, actually. So it's like, I actually bought it like on the Great Wall of China. They have like a little gift shop like halfway like up the section I like walked on. I was like, oh, a gift shop in the middle of the Great Wall of China, like fantastic. So got this there. But I've been using it for years and I don't know. I feel like it's like a pretty decent makeup tool. Just kind of keep everything on here. Because I think you can go to like Sephora and like makeup brands do make their own like makeup fans, but glad I got this for like $3 or something in China. Now I'm ready. I don't have to pay $20 for like an influencer branded like makeup fan. So I'm gonna do my false lashes. I am using the Ardell Double Up lashes, which I've had trouble finding. So I don't know what the deal with that is, but I don't know. Gas is like $7 where I live, so I just like assume it's just like, oh, a shortage. We're just blaming COVID for more things, or we're gonna blame like the Russia-Ukraine conflict. I don't know. Just I feel like there's just a lot of excuses for mediocrity. They're like, oh no, can't get the lashes out to the store, just I don't know. I just haven't been able to like get more of these. I don't know. Like Target's had like no lashes when I looked, and like when I went to Ulta, they like had like a fair number of lashes. They didn't have the ones I needed, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna blow on these a little bit, just so that they're tacky once I put them on my eyes. I'm going to place them on kind of like towards the middle of my eye, and then I can just adjust the edges a bit. Okay, I gotta get closer to my mirror. I cannot see what I am doing. Alright, that looks pretty good. I don't want my eyelashes to pop off. That would be very embarrassing. Alright, that one looks like it's on. Pretty good. I'm just worried about this front part. The front part is always coming up for me, but pretty good. I feel like this is like what she looks like on the internet and then like when you meet her in real life, but it's fine either way. I like a little bit of lash for like special occasions, like a concert. So, and do the other eye here. I am going in with the dark duo lash glue just because I think it like dries nicer because it just blends in with my eyeliner. My eyelash was coming up. I'm about to panic. I'm sure this is really stuck to my face. Alright, just gonna blow on this lash a little bit here. For anyone that's like interested in the channel points thing, I did create some new cute little like channel point like rewards, and I did like a cute little like I don't know, like a little picture for them and stuff. And I renamed them Cha-Ching because I don't know, I thought that was cute. I was like looking up like various different things that like people call them, and I don't know, that was the best I could come up with. But if someone has a better name, let me know. You want to make sure this lash looks a little bit less obnoxious here. Make sure it's stuck to the edge of my eye, stuck to the front. I did get a little bit like on my lid, but it's really not too bad. I don't think anyone's gonna know, so I'm just gonna leave it. Pretty good. Looks pretty good. I need to fluff these up like a little bit more, but all right. I need to try to find my lipstick here. I feel like these don't look as good like on camera as they do like in person, but I do need to try to find my lipsticks. I don't know where it went, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna look in a couple of my purses and see if I can find it. So I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know where my lipstick is, so I guess I'm just gonna use, I don't even know where any of my lipsticks are right now. I guess I'm just gonna use my everyday lipstick. I would do red. I'm just worried that I'm gonna get it all over myself when I try to like drink in my car. So I'm just gonna use the KVD Double Dare here. Put that on. All right, it's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna smile and see what I need to fix a little bit here. Not bad. All right, just make sure my lower lip kind of matches my upper lip here. All right, that looks pretty good, it looks like. So I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not happy with that. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Now it's a little bit more even. I'm gonna take this with me in the car, but I will show you guys the shoes and stuff I'm gonna wear. But anyway, this is, I guess, kind of in like the brighter light. Let me angle this down because I'm short. So this is the dress with the face, and I got my hair here. So I'll show you guys the shoes that I'm gonna wear. Also, so we're gonna take a little trip. There's the close up of the face. Oh my gosh, is my eyelash coming up? No, okay, I guess they just look like that. Okay, that was a mild panic moment. Okay, so for shoes, I'm gonna be, I guess I'll wear like, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I want to wear like Jordans with this or if I want to wear like cute sandals. I don't know. I guess the angle here is terrible. Um, because I have like black Jordans that I feel like would go like decently well with this, but I don't know. I'm worried about getting stepped on. Because I was gonna wear like little heels, but it's also gonna be kind of cold, so I guess I'll just wear Jordans. But I was gonna wear, I guess I can show you guys the look with these. So I do have these heels from Shein, and these ones are cute because you can like either like wrap the ties around your ankle or you can lace them up your leg. So I was thinking that's what I would do, but now I'm like wondering if I'm gonna be cold. So I don't know if that's gonna be the best thing to do. I am stuck here. Okay. So I'll just loosely tie these just so you guys can see for so I can need to like lower the angle of this here. Okay, so I do have like these that I can like lace up like for my foot, but honestly I'm just kind of worried it's gonna be cold. So I think I am just gonna wear Jordans, but those are kind of cute with it. But yeah. So I'm going to put my shoes on now, but thank you all for hanging out with me and getting ready for the concert with me. Hopefully, you all have a good rest of your Sunday, last day of your weekend if you're Monday through Friday or like me. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. But anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. But yeah, have a great rest of your evening, everyone. Thanks.